It's always 45.
Yeah.
You used to work down in Newport, huh? At the bar?
Yeah.
That's how you... Crazy.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
When did you guys start Sullen Clothing?
So we technically started it in 01, but we don't really count the first 5 years because we didn't know what the hell we were doing, you know? Like, we started it off our couch in downtown Huntington Beach, and first 5 years we were trying to find ourselves. Ryan was tattooing all of us on the side, but at the same time, even though a lot of the art and the lettering had a tattoo look, you know, it was only Ryan doing the art. Ryan did all of it, and we were going after action sports a little bit more. You know, we had a skate team and some BMXers, some surfers, but we were struggling. You know, we were struggling.
Mm-hmm.
It's an oversaturated market. None of us are pro skaters. You know,
Especially at that time.
Oh,
shit
yeah.
was huge.
Yeah. But those are the guys that inspired us, you know.
Totally.
We got inspired to start Sullen because we grew up in Southern California, and you'd see the stickers pop up and you'd see the new brands, you know. I mean, we remember, you know, whether it's Black Flies or Hurley or Ruka, like we watched these brands from the beginning grow, and you could almost like tell what new brands by looking at the street signs, you know. New stickers would pop up and they'd flood all the beaches with new stickers. And
speaking of that, I remember your guys' sticker when it started popping up.
Hell yeah.
It was at the skull with the bandana, right?
Oh, that was one of them.
That was one of them in the beginning, right? Yeah. I totally remember that one starting to pop up around signs. I'm like, oh, what's that? That's a badass skull.
That was a charcoal piece that Ryan did.
That's cool, man.
I remember, so that shirt, I remember we got in the No Fear stores, and that was when No Fear was a mall shop. And we got in that shop, and they told us that was the very first white shirt that was their best seller.
Oh, wow.
Because it was, you know, it was like a bro shop,
Yeah,
it was all black
yeah.
T-shirts. And they said that this is our very first white shirt that was the best seller.
Wow, what a trip. Yeah. That's really cool.
And then they went out of business and owed us a bunch of money.
Oh, Jesus. They did, really? Yeah. Oh, that's horrible, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool that you guys like ended up partnering up with like Black Flies later on.
That's
pretty neat.
Yeah,
you know, that's
full
like
circle.
Full circle, man. That's really cool.
Black Flies are actually the brand that inspired us because when we were in high school, there were some guys that worked at Black Flies that went to school, but they were the older guys. They had all the hot chicks. They had all the cool parties.
Yeah.
One of my buddies' his brother worked for Black Flies, and he got like this Black Fly snowboard. I was like, that's so fucking cool. So we were like, oh, you know, like they inspired us to start Sullen. And I think they had stickers before they had product as well. We did the same thing. We had stickers before we had any product, and we just demolished from Mexico all the way up the border out to the IE. Wherever we went, we were throwing up stickers.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
But I think that Ryan came from an old school apprenticeship, so he was weary of going the tattoo route just because he knew how protected it was. You know, he knew it just wasn't a walk in the park coming in the tattoo world and, you know, selling.
Yeah, you got to be kind of respectful of it. And,
so it organically happened.
Totally.
But the first 5 years, you were running out of our apartment, not knowing what the hell. We were young, we were partying, but still trying to find ourselves. And then, I mean, Nico's actually the first guy that we worked with. Let's see, how'd it go down? Ryan wanted to get tattooed by Nico. And Nico was big locally, but he wasn't big, you know, internationally.
Yeah, not yet.
And Nico asked Ryan to print some shirts. He had some art he wanted to print. And then I told Ryan, I was like, hey, see if we can put Sullen on a few of them for us to wear. And Ryan asked Nico, hey, can we put Sullen on the shirts? He's like, fuck it, put it on all of them. But the art was it was all Nico. It was like his skull with the machine, and then it said Nico real big.
Oh, I remember that shirt.
Oh yeah, I had
that
forever.
too. Yeah,
and then we put Sullen real small on the back, which was kind of not done a lot either. You know, like the branding is usually
the big part of the shirt,
right? But it wasn't. Nico was the big part, and that did well. And then right around the same time, Ryan was sitting down and drawing with Tom Berg up at SoCal Tattoo. Him and Tom Berg did a couple shirts, and then I remember Ryan coming back to the office being like, yeah, there's this little dude there he gets down as well. He's like, I'm going to go back and draw with him, and that was Carlos Torres.
Yeah.
So having Carlos Torres, Nico, and Tom Berg as our first three artists wasn't a bad start.
Not at all.
You know, and then I think...
to think, too, like, not to sidetrack to it, but that you guys all grew together. I think pretty neat.
Yeah, I think it was
it was a partnership.
I think it was good timing. I think even like the word tattoo artist was kind of new. You know, with Tattoo Artist Magazine. Like I felt like right around that time, which is probably like 15 years ago, there was that I don't want to say fight or struggle, but like just tattoo art getting respected as art,
Yes,
and
yeah.
it was finally getting that, and then we're coming up and we're trying to do our thing, but we did already have a little bit of a name, and we had T-shirts and we had a brand, so I think we were able to win over enough of these guys, like, oh yeah, let's do some shirts, and then everyone was kind of striking gold, like we were all coming up together.